All right. I don't know. I have to put the link up now. You know, don't think they. We're gonna do that in a minute. I just want to see if anybody else is here. Check anybody else here. Yeah. Anybody here? Okay. Okay. All right. I'll just play a song. Let's put in fire, sing a song. Oh yeah, it's up.
When you wake up on the star, your drink will take you very far, yeah. But when you wake up on a dream, that may not be for this single, yeah. What you see no nice and clear, hey, in the sky so very dear, yeah. Shining star, no matter who you are, shining bright to see what you can truly be, what you can truly be. Shining star come into view, shining bright for light on you. Yeah, if you spread the purple, oh yeah. Yeah, make your body big and strong, yeah. All hands on the sun, yeah, yeah. So my work had just begun, yeah. All I heard was strong, oh yeah. They said now I got my own, oh yeah. So lift your yourself in me. Why don't you listen to his words of heat? Be a giant grace, yes I can. You're a shining star, no matter who you are. Shining bright to see what you can truly be. You're a shining star, no matter who you are. Shining bright to see what you can truly be. You're a shining star, no matter who you are. see what you can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be. Shining star for you to see what your life can truly be.
All right. That was Earth, Wind, and Fire, Shining Star. I want to know what y'all's opinion on R. Kelly, please. Um, anybody? Is there anybody out there? Anybody out there? Anybody out there? Anybody? Anybody out there? Anybody out there? Anybody got any opinions on R. Kelly? You know? Is there anybody out there? I never thought I would see the day he would go to prison for a long time for this. Oh yeah, here's my first customer. Hi, Black Diamond.
Hi, honey. How are you?
A long time. What's your view? You have the floor.
Hold on. Let me turn this off. Um, I've been watching the videos of what people have to say about R. Kelly, and what really frustrates me is that they're blaming other people. They're saying that it's his handlers, but the thing about it is that he was allowed to do it as long as he was making people money. As long as he was making the hits and people were buying it, they were allowing him to do it. When he was no longer relevant, and when I say relevant, because I know he was a producer and all that other shit, but I'm sorry, I don't mean to swear. But the thing about it is that he was making money for them. And it wasn't until these women or young girls were having issues that it really became a problem. And I'm probably speaking and talking in circles right now because I get so many thoughts about the subject. It's ridiculous.
I like to just say this. It's not just R. Kelly, it's the parents. The parents, like you heard the mother say, she regrets buying the ticket to go see him at one of his concerts, okay? So, and then the father wasn't helping out either because because they saw the piggy bank. And now that piggy bank is all dried up, they're gonna, and the daughter still loves R. Kelly, you know, because the parents knew where she was, and R. Kelly wanted to give her the phone to call her parents. She said she didn't want to call her parents. She never really liked her father in the first place because from what I heard, she threw her father under the bus. I mean, she rolled him up, spit him out in the federal court. We could have been there and saw that, but it was federal court.
Well, the thing about it is that people like that, and I don't want to say men like that because it's people. They get when they call it grooming for a reason, because you are conditioning this child to accept the messed up behavior that is not good. I'm like, so I'm sorry, I'm getting caught up in my emotions behind it.
Yeah.
Because You can blame the parents, but why is the parent wrong for wanting to do something nice for the child? Granted, I feel like they could have done more to get the child back because she was a minor.
Oh, let's get it says right time because they were
Right. They were taking the money and the gifts.
yeah, they were taking things. But like I said,
But he was preying on people or families
yeah,
that had nothing.
yeah,
When you have nothing, you're willing to take anything.
yeah. But like I said, R. Kelly, he was a superstar. He should have had the right people handling his business. But he had different kinds of people that wanted to say yes, sir to him, and they couldn't say no to him. And that the biggest mistake was with the
Because they were getting paid.
yeah,
That's why they didn't say no.
yeah, because you know, all the roads lead to him. But I still like his music, but it's hard to separate the man from his music sometimes. But like I said, I just wanted everybody's opinion about this. I don't feel one way or the other, but like I say this, when you're in the industry and you sign certain contracts, I think the number one rule should be you should have handlers that are be with you from day one, not get rid of them and put some people, new people in.
But then you got to go back to the it turns into
Yeah.
a snowball effect.
Yeah, take Aaron Hernandez. He had all this money, but he couldn't get the people he liked from the streets out of his business. You know, he couldn't stay away from the streets, Aaron Hernandez. And look where that landed him. You know,
I don't think you can compare the two though,
oh, that's sports.
because
They had handlers to take care of Aaron Hernandez, but
there's only so much the handlers can do. Because at the end of the day, if you have a handler, at the end of the day, you're the boss. And if you say do X, Y, and Z, they get paid to do that.
it's hard. It really is. When you have a system, when you have that kind of talent, and you want to promote that person. Like I said, I never want to be in the music business. If I wanted to be in the music business, I would have certain people taking watching what I do, like my brother, my half brother, my stepsister. But that's hard to do in the music business.
It's hard to do in any business when you're making money because you don't know if they're there for genuine reasons or if, because it's the money.
I think it's all of it. You got all that fame, fortune, and you have all that power, and you meet. It's like the Spider-Man. Great power is great responsibility. But I don't know.
LGI, you need to get up here because you're making some very valid points. He should not go down by himself.
Yeah, he should not go down by himself. I say the parents, because the mother bought the ticket, the father gave them to R. Kelly, and.
Okay, but let's look at the manager and I forget all the other people because I've been trying to block it out. But when the confession, I want to say the confessional started rolling out, is when I was paying attention, and it was really messed up what these girls were going through, and they were so young they don't even realize that it's not normal, that this is not the way things are supposed to be done
No,
when you're in a loving relationship.
no,
But if you don't know any better, I'm still, oh, sorry, I'm reading the chat. I know I know better. As much as I've watched these videos, you guys do these videos, I know not to read the chat. But it's just insane because they are messed up, and I'm distracted. I'm sorry. LG, get up here.
that's the way it is in the music business. Oh, here she comes. Here,
Oh, okay.
yeah, then how you doing? You have the floor.
Hey, Tanya.
Hi, you have the floor, ma'am. Let's get it on behalf of the streets. You have the floor. Wait a minute.
Hello, LGI.
Let's get it. You have the floor.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can hear you.
I didn't watch the documentary, and I really hadn't been following it because, and I'm not trying to shame nobody I'm not trying to condone no abuse to women or children or none of no young girls and none of that. But they was getting all this stuff. I did see where they was getting all this stuff, the Gucci, the Louis,
Yeah.
the clout, the shouting out, "I'm with R. Kelly,"
Yeah.
posting it on their social media accounts. But I didn't hear none of them screaming for the police and blinking twice if they need help.
Okay, but
Okay,
when you're young,
this
you
was
don't know
all
any better.
they also got something out of the deal too.
Yeah, but you can't blame the victims because they were
A
young.
basement
They were
somewhere where they
getting
couldn't run away.
let's call them prizes.
Yeah, and
Okay,
getting
they were
flued
being.
out.
This is what I'm saying, and they were blown out of their minds because they'd never lived like that. These were ghetto children.
Yeah, but Big
They
Daddy
didn't know any better.
that stuff though. They said the heck with the
He didn't. You didn't see him doing it to rich kids.
you know. R. Kelly was giving them $5,000 each month.
To
Now
a
you
kid
froze.
with nothing. To a kid with nothing. That's huge.
Yeah.
They can finally get a brand new pair of sneakers instead of wearing their brother's hand-me-downs.
I wore different sneakers that that didn't wasn't the best in the world, but my grandparents could afford. But if you're rich and you have all those kind of shoes, sneakers, and they want and the father wanted Abigail to do one song with R. Kelly, but she said, "The heck with this! I'm taking the cookie jar, man." And now that cookie jar is all dried up and gone now. And now he won't be sentenced till next year, but we still got Illinois and Montana. So
You froze again.
who, me?
LGI, it might be you because she isn't frozen to me.
I'm fine. Let's get it. Let's get it. You there? Black
Yeah.
Dot, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, it must be Let's Get It.
Yeah, it might be her.
Oh, well.
She might be on her phone.
I'm gonna drop out and come back.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so listen, there's no wrong. I know the parents is not going to go to jail for this, but R. Kelly's taking the whole brunt of it. But I just.
Well, because he was the main person, but he shouldn't be the only one.
Wait a minute. Okay, you there now? Let's get it.
Let's get it. Are you there?
Okay, I hope everything's better. I hope everything's better now. Now, let me tell you what I think was sick, though.
Go
And all
ahead.
us just be
Tap the floor.
dogged down wrong, and that was sick. And I don't know if it was some kind of fetish that this man had, and he felt like if he was giving them money and giving them somewhere nice to be and letting them go on shopping, because he did take them on shopping sprees and give them some of them purses cost $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a purse, the real shit. He was giving it to them. Okay, they did get spoiled, but it was at a cost. It was at a sick cost, and I think they may not. Well, no, they definitely did not enjoy that part of it, but they.
Let's get it.
Or I'm getting abused in some type of way by R. Kelly. Contact the police. They had all those opportunities while they was in there trying on Gucci clothes and picking out times to do that. Getting on airplanes, getting flued out. Could have went to the PSA and told them I'm under duress and I'm being captured. And I didn't see any of those times, and nobody asked them for that.
Because let's get it. The reason why you didn't see that is because they didn't realize they were being abused. They were too young to know better.
I don't know, Black
So
Diamond.
they was too young to know that someone's asking me to eat poop or do some kind of weird stuff to my body. Like they weren't virgins. Was any of them virgins where they didn't know where this man is penetrating me and putting it in my behind?
Because they were being rewarded for it.
Black
They were
Diamond,
being rewarded for it.
everybody had
Yes, they were being
cleaning this. Nobody's hands cleaning in this. Nobody. The daughter, the father, the two girls that were fighting in the apartment when she was saying something like that, and it was in the Trump Tower Hotel. How expensive is that to be in the Trump Tower Hotel?
Right.
When those two was fighting in the hallway. But like I said, nobody has their hands clean in this. I know R. Kelly's taking the whole brunt of it, but the parents and her and the two girls they don't have their hands clean in this either. So
the parents as well. I think they should hit the deck too. They should get up there and be accountable too. Like everybody keeps saying, that is such a fact.
The parents should have never. The mother kept saying I should have never bought that ticket to take my daughter to that concert, meet R. Kelly and everything else. But that's neither here nor there now because he's looking at decades behind bars. He's looking at
I think
decades.
30 years, ain't it? Ain't it about 30 years they said?
Well, could be more than I thought it was 20, but it doesn't matter because he was the king of R&B. Now he's just another singer that was fallen from grace.
Yeah. But R. Kelly, you know what? The thing about it is crazy to me. R. Kelly could have got any woman, any beautiful woman that he wanted to get. He didn't have to do all that old nasty shit. He didn't have to be that nigga at all.
The real person on this show, let's get it.
Oh, I'm sorry. My fault. My bad. He didn't have to be that disgusting individual at all. He didn't have to do that. I can't believe he did that. That's just crazy.
Well, when he started messing with Aaliyah, and the parents found out that they was married or supposedly married, they annulled that marriage quick, And I think Aaliyah never said anything else about that. But these allegations have been dogging R. Kelly for years, and he's
yeah.
People have reported him, and he's walked out of a Washington Post interview about these allegations, and he walked out because they've been dogging him for years.
Exactly.
They've been dogging him for years, so it doesn't matter to me. But like I said, he's got more legal trouble. I hear he doesn't have any money right now to fight Chicago.
Well, he got other states. He got other charges in other states they got to bring up too, though. I heard he had other charges in multiple states that he still got to go answer for.
Chicago, he's got state court in Illinois, so we'll see him in court. But there's still other federal courts he has to go to. But all in all, his career was up to here, and now it's not there no more.
It's over.
Yeah, it is, and
it's over.
You know what? They should, if anybody wants to be a star, they should. I'm sure they go through extensive background checks or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there should be like.
Well, now the civil suit probably coming in next, even though he said he ain't got no.
Yeah.
He still has some kind of rights to some of that stuff that he owned. His
I don't think he has any royalties. Does he have any masters or anything?
But don't that. So I guess they can make him sell that, can't they? They can make him get rid of that and pay for civil.
We'll see what the judge says next year.
No, I don't think they'll make him pay it. I think they'll if he decides to sell it. I'm sorry, I don't think they'll make him sell it. But if he decides to sell it, they'll get first.
Well, if it's a civil suit, I guess he got to find money somewhere to pay. I mean, I guess
because he can file for bankruptcy. I thought.
Oh, dang! Okay.
I don't know. I'm no lawyer, but I believe they can file bankruptcy.
Oh my goodness!
Probably could, but but he would still have to he has still the record label that he had dumped him. But that's what it is in the industry, music business. If you
but that's just it. I'm sorry, Tanya. In the industry, they allow you to get away with so much as long as you're making them money.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm trying to say. That the industry allowed him to do it because they were making him money. Because he was making them money. Excuse me.
They couldn't say no to him.
They wouldn't say no to him because he was doing it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you're rich and you have all that power behind you, you got to use your power wisely. But he just went out of control with it when people saw him having it with Aaliyah and everything. But, that still dogs him to this day. Aaliyah. Every time where he goes, somebody brings up Aaliyah.
Okay, but that was his fault because he knew how old she was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He and the people around him just encouraged it, and they helped him cover it up.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Okay, but the thing about it is that I think it's wrong to blame the girls themselves because they, when you're young, you're impressionable, and a young girl, your boyfriend with money. I remember back in high school, it was a big deal when your boyfriend had a car.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like they were willing to endure what he was dishing out to them because the rewards were so great.
Mm-hmm.
Self-respect for the good life.
Right, but they're so young, they don't even know what self-respect is at that point.
Yeah.
That's why I said R. Kelly was wrong for doing that. Across the board, this man had all this money. He could have got any beautiful
woman he wanted. Yeah,
Exactly.
but he wanted these younger girls, and all of a sudden now
at
it's
the
like,
right age, and he wouldn't have all these problems. He wouldn't have all this. So that's why I say it was a fetish, a sick fetish of a sick-minded person to do something like this from the beginning. He had some kind of sexual sickness to do it to women, to young girls that didn't know better. It's not to say that they had never had sex before. It's just that the things he wanted them to do at that young age, they weren't used to and probably didn't like, which is understandable. But at
yeah, but when you have all that money and power, you do what you
all
want.
this, I'm sure they had some kind of recollection this was wrong and it didn't feel comfortable to them, but they were getting things and just leave and run away and tell and call the police and turn them in years ago, but they didn't do that. I think when he stopped paying and when he was done with them, he quit paying them. When he got done with them, when they got older, because he didn't like them too old, then he was done with them. Then they started singing all this because he cut everything off. And that's when they all come out of everywhere, snitching and telling on him because he cut them off and he cut the families off. And that's why this came. The bodyguard cut him off too. Some of the handlers cut them off. This is what happens when you stop paying people.
I disagree as far as the way it came out. I feel
Mhm.
that because I was trying not to say it,
Mhm.
but I'm a survivor of incest. Okay. And it started so young that I thought it was normal.
Oh,
And that's what I'm trying to say. These young girls thought it was normal.
okay.
They had never been in a real relationship to understand what was normal and what wasn't.
Well,
I have been through years of counseling
I'm sorry
to
to hear that. And I didn't
understand.
know
No,
that.
don't be
Right.
sorry. I'm good.
No, that's sad.
I'm good.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that people don't understand unless they've been through it, how
Right.
it affects you every day. Okay. And
only one problem I have is why didn't anybody say, listen, R. Kelly, you're gonna be we're not with you like 24 hours a day. But somebody had to say something to R. Kelly about please don't mess with all these younger groups.
they probably did, but guess what? They either got fired or they got paid to shut up.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you got to say nothing about it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. And I guarantee you, most of them, I'm not all, but most of them became of age and started realizing, wow, that wasn't normal.
Yeah.
And that's when it started coming out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Okay. Look at what they did to Bill Cosby.
yeah,
Now, I don't know if what he did was true or not.
that was wrong with Bill Cosby, all these women,
But look at when it came out.
yeah,
I'll be back, Tanya. I got to turn this over in my stove.
It came out when he tried to buy a major what do you call it, a studio, TV studio.
NBC.
Yeah,
NBC.
that's when all that stuff started coming out.
Ever since he wanted to try to buy NBC, all his problems started.
But these women are in their 50s now and they're just now coming out with it. Now that's
because all the statute of limitations have ran out. And
yeah, okay, no, but see the thing about it is I believe that the higher ups knew.
Yeah.
And they held on to that information until they could use it against him.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what the problem is of Black Diamond is this. Everybody gets away with like that's your politicians, your superstars, anybody who's in the business. If you have enough money to say, listen, this is wrong, that wrong, and you got the wherewithal to not do it, then I'd rather not be in the music business because it's a cutthroat business.
But sweetheart, you got to understand it's not just the music business. We're only hearing about it because he's so famous.
Yeah.
This happens all the time, and that's the sad part.
There's some star right now doing something illegal, but we don't know nothing about it until the truth comes out about it.
Exactly.
Look at Donald Trump.
Until they have a reason to use it against them.
Women, he was messing around with all these women. One, they couldn't really do nothing. One left the country because she was getting death threats and everything else like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
look at Michael Jackson's victims.
Yeah. You know what? I blame the parents for bringing them to Michael Jackson's house. Macaulay Culkin said he was in there with Michael, and he didn't really do nothing to him. But
Hmm.
other than that,
But let's stop there for a second. Macaulay Culkin was famous.
yeah,
Look at all the kids that weren't famous
yeah,
that things happened to. Do you understand what I'm saying? You got to understand that these things, these predators, pick and choose their victims carefully,
yeah.
and they treat each victim differently because they know that it's a manipulation game.
Yeah, I don't know what the real solution is, Black Diamond. It's just that we gotta. You know what? You know who's else in trouble? Ti is in trouble too. So you know him and his wife is. So listen, it may start with R. Kelly, but it's gonna have a ripple effect all through the industry. Every rapper like Ti is gonna be in trouble. I think his trial is coming up. So we're gonna have to really, you know, it's hard because you like his music, but you know, it's really a shame that he brought it upon himself. I like his music, but other than that,
I
I
used to like his music. I got to be honest. Since all this came out, it turns my stomach to listen to it. I got to be honest.
know what, same with Michael, but Michael was Michael, and it's hard to separate the man from the music. Sometimes it really is. The only person I have no problems with playing is Prince, and that's about it. Other than that,
Yeah, but you know what? Even stuff is coming out about him. I'm not saying he messed with underage children, but he was supposed to be pro drug. I mean, yeah,
what's
anti drug, and apparently he was into drugs.
yeah, well, that's what they're saying that was in his system. Um, but I just don't know. High zero lightness, yeah. But it is what it is, and I just had to come up here just to say, place a little bit of music and have people come up and express their view about this case. So we have to see what happens to him in Illinois. You
He
know,
gonna go down in every state that he got charges in. I promise you that.
Illinois is waiting on him right now.
Yeah, I promise you. Whatever state he gets charged in, he's going to go down.
Well,
He gonna end up doing 100 years or more.
Gesundheit, Gary. Right, but right now, he's still in New York, and I don't know when he's leaving New York right now to go to Illinois. So I'm sure they're gonna probably be in a couple of weeks. I don't know how long he's gonna be in New York, but he's got to go to Illinois, and Illinois wait. It said, from what I'm hearing, Illinois is going to go through the state trial on him. You know, you know that's what it is. You
You
know
know what he failed to realize was that
what he's
after the
gonna
first trial, after the first time
oh,
they brought charges against him, they
years.
were watching him collecting all the evidence,
Yeah.
and he doesn't understand that he's not getting away this time.
Yeah, but Deep Boy says he's gonna get 250 years in each state.
Yeah, he's going for life.
Dag,
He's gonna end up getting life
dag,
with all the time that he's gonna get.
dag. This is so ridiculous. Now, if you know what, if you're gonna be a star, you better have an extensive. I'm sure they must weed out weed out all I think their background system needs to be fixed or something like that. If you're gonna be a star, you're gonna have to go through an extensive background check or something. I don't know what the real solution is at, but that's the entertainment business as it is.
Okay, but I don't. A background check is a good idea,
Yeah,
but the problem is, once again, if you're making them lots of money, they
yeah,
will find ways to get around all that.
yeah, and that's the thing about it. They'll get around it no matter what.
Yep,
But it's just like
because it's always about the money.
yeah, and that's the really messed up part about it. But the people,
It doesn't matter how many lives are ruined as long as the money is
I
made.
know it's been happening for decades. Deep boys, if you look at Elvis, look at Jerry Lee Lewis. He was messing with his cousin, who was like 14 or 15 years old. I mean, she was 13. That's what I said. She was 13. He had did that movie, Great Balls of Fire, and Priscilla Presley. But her parents made her go to see Elvis and everything else, and she married him and everything. But it's just a messed up. It's just messed up, you know. But thanks for coming on up, Black Guy. You want to stay? You want me to play a song for you?
I'll go back into the chat.
All
Let
right.
somebody else come up.
Okay.
But
Well,
thank you for having me, honey.
thank you very much. I wanted to see how they feel about this. I don't know what the real solution is, but you got you got to watch out for all this stuff. If
Oh,
you're going
definitely.
to business, if you're going to sign a contract, you better have somebody look at it tooth and nail.
Well, I just want to say, parents, watch your kids.
Really.
When you think that you got it under control, double check yourself,
If your
because I
kid,
promise you missed something.
especially if it's an R. Kelly concert, I just say I put my foot down. I'm not driving all the way to go see an R. Kelly concert.
Can I be honest? I don't in that for that particular
Yeah,
situation.
Woody Allen married his
I'm
daughter.
not blaming the parent in that one instance as far as buying the tickets for the concert, because I don't see the harm in buying your child a concert ticket. You went with her. You knew she was going to meet Art Kelly. The problem is that you let her go off with him alone.
Yep, they did that. That's the only thing that. Yeah.
That's where the mom messed up.
Yep.
No, no, you can't see my daughter alone.
No.
My daughter's 13 and I guard her. I guard her with such I can't even think of the words. I'm so full of emotions. I guard her so much that she has no
Well,
freedom. None.
yeah. Well, thank you very much, Black Diamond. I'm glad to hear your view, and I hope somebody will come up and say theirs. But I'll play another song coming up right now. I'm gonna play I Can't Let Go by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Okay, I'll be in the chat. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye, Black
Bye
Diamond.
bye.
All right. All right, people. If y'all want to have another comment about all this, I'm gonna play. I can't. I'm gonna say. Let's see. Sometimes it's hard to care. Sing a song, it'll make you dance. God, it's so hard to say. Sing a song, it'll make you dance. Sing a song, sing a bring your heart to me, sing a song, it'll make you dance. It'll make you dance. Give yourself what you need. Sing a song, it'll make you dance. Smile, believe. Sing a song, it'll make you dance. Sing a song, sing a song.
Sing a song. Sing a song. Sing a song. Sing a song. Sing a song today. You will make a better way. Yeah, 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 yeah,
All right. That was Earth, Wind, and Fire. Sing a song. All right. Anybody want to come up here and share their view? Hi, Native Queen. Anybody want to share their view on this R. Kelly case? So let's go to, let's see. Let's go to, let's see. Oh, gosh.
For the sake of everybody in the bank, act like you got some sense. Ain't no get up there and shake his hand. What we talking about? Don't get out there playing, okay? What I do every night. That's all I know how to do, man. You know? I ain't flew all the way overseas in the middle seat for us to get over here and up. Act like you got some sense. You might get a little bit of this here. Not money. This is hope money. I hope you get out there and do your thing. And check it out. Hey, yeah. You know what I'm saying? All right. You can fold that. 3,000. I'm telling you. Don't mess it up for everybody. Greyhound don't float on water.
Here in London for the first time to perform for you live, Johnny Volta, Benjamin Andre, Dookie on drums, Possum Jenkins, and Andre Ice Cold 3000. Performing their smash hit Hey Ya. Ladies and gents, I give you the love. The love.
Okay, now, ladies. I want to see y'all on y'all bad behavior. Give me some sugar. I am your neighbor. Here we go. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it,
That was Hey Ya by Outkast. Okay, let's do a Tribe Called Quest song. Just a second. Let's see.
When you check it out, you got me mesmerized. With the black hair and your fat thighs. Street poetry is my everyday. But yo, I gotta stop when you drop my weight. If I was working at the club, you would not pay. Hey yo, my man Fife Diggy, he got something to say.
I like them brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, and Haitian. Name is Fife Dog from the Zulu Nation. So you're in the jam that we can get down. Now let's knock the roots like the roof H-Town. You got DVD all on your bedroom wall. But I'm above the rim and this is how I ball. A gritty little something on a New York street. This is how I represent over this here beat. Talking about you.
Yo, I took you out. But seconds on my mind for the whole damn route. My mind was in a frenzy in a horny state. But I couldn't drop down because you couldn't relate. You couldn't relate. You couldn't relate. Stretch out your legs, let me make you fall. Drop you insane, drop you up the wall. Staring at your own piece, very strong. Stronger than fries, stronger than Teflon. Take it on the ab and your body links. Now I want a pound of until it stinks. You could be my mama and I'll be your boy.
Original rude boy, never am I coy. You could be a shorty in my ill convoy. Not to come across as a thug or a hood. But hun, you got the goods, like Madeline Wood. By the way, my name's Malik, the 5-foot freak. They say we get together by the end of the week. She simply said no, label me a. I said, how you figure? My friends tell me so. I hate when silly groupies wanna run their yacht. Word to God, hun, I don't get down like that.
I'll have you weak in the knees and you can hardly speak. Or we could do like Uncle Ella swinging after my cheek. Keep it on the down, yo, we keep it discreet. See, I'm not the type of kid to have my biz in the streets.
If my mom don't approve, then I'll just elope. Let me take the little man from inside the boat. Let me hit it from the back, girl, I won't catch a hernia. Talk on your couch, now you got Siemens furniture.
Shy, he fight for the extra P. Stacy Beetle, PJ, and my man LG.
They know the abstract is really so on ice. The character is of man, never ever of mice. Shorty, let me tell you about my only vice. It has to do with lots of loving, and it ain't nothing nice. It ain't nothing nice. It ain't nothing
All right. That was Outcat, A Tribe Called Quest. Their name. Welcome, Same Stuff. Same Stuff. You are welcome here in the Hammer section. Just, if anybody says any bad stuff, just put them right in the toolbox. I say block, but put them in the toolbox. In the toolbox. In the toolbox, okay? Just put them in there. Same Stuff. Same Stuff. You are welcome here. Thank you very much. You are welcome here. Black Pearl, yeah, put them in the toolbox, Black Pearl. Wait a minute, just in case. Black Pearl, you are now a moderator. Anybody that says bad stuff, just put them right in the toolbox. All right? Let's put it right in that toolbox. That's all. Let's see. Let's get another song. Tribe.
Now you caught my heart on the evening. Kiss my cheek, but then you confusing. Should I just sit out or come on? Tell me what.
Messing me up my whole head, teasing me just like did Martin. Now look what you starting. Schoolboy crushing it ain't enough. The whole world see it, but you can't. My people make complain, sit and rave and rant. Your name is out my mouth like an ancient chant. Got me like a dog as a foreign cat.
Speaking of which, and a wish just to rock you, miss. Make a militant move, people mad at me. End of the day, you're not mad at me. Not dealing with nobody, now that's what you told me. I said, hey, yo, it's cool, we can just be friendly. Cause yo, picture me messing it up. Her mind not corrupt with the LC cups. Shit. I'm on my J.R. Bullshit and hoping that the day goes slow. Got me like a friend, what confuses me though. It's kisses when we breathe, tell me what's the deal, yo. Now you caught my heart for the evening. Kiss my cheek, move then you confuse things. Should I just sit out or come harder? Help me find my way. Now you caught my heart for the evening. Kiss my cheek, move then you confuse things. Should I just sit out or come harder? Help me find my way.
Now why you wanna go and do that, love, huh? Making things for me towards you harder. Killing me just when I think we there. You got the whole vibe in the toast in the air. Telling me about next man, but next man ain't the nigga with the plans. Who got your heart in mind? It's about time that you just unwind
And let it just happen, make it front free. Just sweat me like money penny. Digging you, getting inside of your stick. It's the Quest Cat keeping you company. Forever or however you want it.
Word. Now wait a minute, ma, before you dead it to the curb. Try to make impressions, which is good, not the herb, but it ain't me. I ain't blurred. I'ma still just chill with you. Maybe things can change if you change your view. If not, then I guess it is cool. Just keep to yourself in the vibe by the groove, right? Check it out now. Check it out now. Right there now. Check it out now. Check it out now. Yeah. Check it out now. Work it out now. Check it out now. Like that now. Check it out now. Like that now. check it out. What you say? What? Now you cut my heart over the evening. Kiss my cheek moving, you confusing. Should I just sit out or come harder? Tell me find my way. Now sing it, sing it. Now you cut my heart over the evening. Kiss my cheek moving, you confusing. Should I just sit out or come harder? Tell me find my way. Now talk it out, talk it. Now you cut my heart over the evening. Kiss my cheek moving, you confusing. Should I just sit out or come harder? Tell me find my way. Now talk it out. Now you cut my heart over the evening. Kiss my cheek moving, you confusing. Should I just sit out?
All right. That was a Tribe Called Quest called Find a Way. All right. Anybody want to come up here and talk about what happened with R. Kelly yesterday? You are more than be obliged to come on up here. So that's all. So let me share my screen here. Let me see how many likes I got. Got 14 likes, man. Let's go with the likes, people. Let's go. Get them likes up. Okay? Let's see. Let's see. All right.
One night energy's gone. Chilling with my friends. Feeling kinda low. I was sitting on a fence. Suddenly I saw her dancing on the sea. Just like in a dream. She was setting her heart on fire. I feel so high, dancing all night. You blow my mind, 'cause you're so fine. She had such a swing, anyone could see. But they many things that look so good to me. Music got my head spinning all around. She got me in a trance, just by the way she dances. I feel so high, dancing all night. You blow my mind, 'cause you're so fine. I feel so high, dancing all night. You blow my mind, 'cause you're so fine. I feel so high, anyone dancing all night. Everybody you blow my mind, 'cause you're so fine. Music I feel so high, spinning all around all night. She got me in a trance, my mind, just by the way, 'cause you're so fine. Music I feel so high, spinning all around
all night. She got me electrons, my mind just by the way she's yours, so fine. Music in my hand, so high, spinning all around, all night. She got me electrons, my mind just by the way she's yours, so fine.
All right, folks. All right. All right. So I guess in the lesson of all of this is I don't know what the lesson is in all of this with R. Kelly, but the lesson is if you're a superstar, you're gonna have to conduct yourself in the end, you know. But if anybody has any other comments they want to make about this, you're more than feel free to come on up here. I'll put the link in the chat again. Get my link up in here. And y'all can say your view. It's been good to listen to other people say, well, it's hard to separate the man from his music. It's hard to separate, you know, what he's done and all. But if anybody has an opinion about this, Turn Your Love Around by George Benson. Okay, Lady Queen, that's coming right up now. I haven't heard no George Benson in a long while. Okay. Show Turn Your Love Around by George Benson. All right. George Benson. Turn Your Love Around.
Love, you got the power, but you just don't understand. Girl, you've been charging by the hour for love. I'm trying to show how much I love you. Still believing in romance. You're taking way too many chances with my love. I remember when you used to be. Talk all the time. It's lonely. Turn your love around. Don't you turn me down. I can show you how. Turn your love around. When I can make it, then I need my girl to stay. Oh, don't you let the lady take it all away. When the woman needs a taste of yesterday, he stays at home. All they keep is lonely. Turn your love around. Don't you turn me down. I can show you how. Turn your love around. Oh, girl, you know me. I'm alone until you show me that you're still in love with me. We're gonna make it. We're gonna take it. That's what we belong. Turn your love around. Don't you turn me
show you how. Turn your love around. Turn your love around. I'm the girl that came from. Don't you turn me down. Every woman needs a man. I can show you how. Every girl, I'm the woman. Turn your love around. Turn your love around. I'm the girl that came from. Don't you turn me down. Every woman needs a man. I can show you how. Every girl, I'm the woman. Turn your love around. Turn your love around. I'm the girl that came from. Don't you turn me down.
All right. Okay. I'm going to have confunction 2 times, but anybody? Okay, just a second. Just a second. Let me put this in here. Confunction. 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 Anybody has any other comments regarding R. Kelly? You're more than welcome to come on up here. You know, anybody got any comments about R. Kelly? You're more than welcome to come on up here. All right. You have an opinion about how things are gonna go for him. That he could be he's got other 2 trials to go to see how they go on them. He might we'll have to see. But anybody has any comments, questions about R. Kelly, you're more than welcome to come up here. And any of you mods see anything, say something bad, you put it right in the toolbox. You got that? In the toolbox. Red Vision in the toolbox. Red Vision, anybody says anything bad, you put it right in the toolbox. You got that? Black Queen, same thing. Anybody says anything better in this chat, put them in the toolbox. All right? Just keep them there. Let me hear a thumbs up. Let me see thumbs up, please. All right. Anybody want to come on up here and talk about R. Kelly? Let me know and we'll come on up here. Don't be afraid. Just say your piece about it. I know it's not over yet for him, but we still got to keep going on. All right. I guess what being a star is, you got to watch what you're doing. But it never happens. So, other than that, anybody wants a song they want me to play, put it in the chat or come on up here, tell me what song you want, and it's all yours. I want to make it to 4,000, folks. 4,000 views, hours on this channel. And I'm willing to do it. It's going to take a lot of hard work, but I'll do it. So what y'all, anybody there? Anybody there, put a thumbs up if you're still in the chat room. All right, let me see. I'll do some Anita Baker.
Flashbacks of the time we've had. Some made us laugh, and some made us sad. We used to break up to make love. All the fun that came from those love games. Oh, when I think I need someone new, I just won't do. Because I think about you, baby, from beginning to end. 365 days of the year, I want the same old love. All I wanna do is keep on loving you, the same old love. There's a reason I feel this way. All the things you do. Well, it might be the things that you say. Your love never changes. It's like a picture in a frame, and it remains the same. Your undying love for me, oh, it keeps me strong.
165 days of the year. I wish the same old love. All I wanna do, share my life with you. I wish the same old love. I want the same old love, and all I wanna do, share my life with you. The same old love. From beginning to end, 365 days of the year, I want the same old love. And all I wanna do, share my life with you. The same old love. From beginning to end, 365 days of the year, I want the same old love. All I wanna do, share my life with you. I want the same old love.
All right, that was Nina Bailey. Same old love. Okay, anybody has any questions or comments about concerning R. Kelly? You're more than welcome to come on up here and say what you have to say. It's not over yet in where he's going to go to Illinois next, but that's about all I know right now. So if anybody has anything to say, Miss Reddy, you got anything to say? You can come on up here. Let me hear your view, Miss Redda. You know, yep, you know. Huh. I just think that karma came back to bite him, but hopefully he might win on appeal or something like that. But anybody want to come on up here and say what they have to say? But anybody got anything to say? Anybody got anything to say? Okay, Mary J. Blige, Natural Woman, coming up, Native Queen. Okay.
Looking out on a morning rain, I used to feel so inspired. And when I knew I had to face some valid days, Lord, it made me feel so tired. Before the day I met you, life was so unkind. For the keys is my peace of mind. But you made me Now I'm no longer down to what I'm living for. And if I make you happy, I don't need to do more. But you make me feel, you make me feel, you make me feel like I'm special. Oh, baby, what you gonna be? Gonna be? You make me feel so good inside. And I never wanna be close to you. You make me feel so alive. But you make me feel, you make me feel. You make me feel like I'm your woman. You make me feel, you make me feel like I'm you make me feel like I'm you make me feel like
All right. That was Mary J. Blige, Natural Woman. All right. All right. Anybody got any? Okay, just a second here. There's another video. Don't tab. Just a second. Okay.
just like just like music. To relax my mind so I can be free and absorb the sound that keep me round, doing my thing constantly with no worries. Peace to keep Murray. Just like music. To keep me flowing, to keep me going, to keep me growing, to keep me to eat from knowing what happens out there. It's not my concern. You wanna die, it's not my turn. Like to do something to me like jumping a Mercedes on the highway, doing over 80 without music, baby. Just like you. Make me call my homie on the phone like there's something new out that got me in the zone. Just that feeling got me. I wish music can adopt me. Just like you. Put me in the mood with my woman, got me in the air, saying sweet nothings. Make love come out the mouth, no frontin', like all of a sudden. Just like you, taking away your worries and cares. Any problems, music will be right there. Together match, yo, we a perfect pair. Is that true, Marvin? Yo, to get you the bangness, body soul snatcher, universal language. It be the light, so open up. This is it. What the fuck? Just like music. One fly tune to have black and white vibe in one room. No confrontation, party all night. It's just a sensation. Just like music. Music makes a happy day. Just like music. Clouds so baby. Your music kiss my tears and dry my eyes. Just like your music makes me want to sing. Your music is a joy to bring. Just like music is my heart and soul. Make precious and gold. Turn on I got the music. Happiness and tears. Just the song's way. Turn on I love your music, baby. I got the music. Turn on I got the just like music. Turn on some just like music. Turn on some just like music.
All right. Okay, everybody. Oh, you want Isley Brothers? I got the Power Classic. Fight the Power. Just a minute.
Time is truly wasted. There's no guarantee. Smiles in the making. You gotta fight the powers that be. Got so many voices. Sing on the sea. Churning up all around me. Faces full of pain. I try to play my music. They say my music's too loud. I try talking about.
All right. I got it, Native Queen. Just a minute.
Fight the trailer with my snap attack, front to back, in this thing called rap. Feel like a double rhyme double on a heavenly level, bang the bass, turn up the treble. Radical mind day and night all the time. 714, fly the line, maniac, radiac, win of the game. Out the miracles just these days. Quality, I possess, so stay on breath. When my voice goes through the rest of the microphone that I am holding. Coming with a lyric on the damn beat, so that they all stack. Don't be the police, you're trying to save them, your voice is sick. So please, stay off my back, or I will attack, and you don't want that. Quality, I possess, so stay on breath. When my voice goes through the rest of the microphone that I am holding. Coming with a lyric on the damn beat, so that they all snap. Don't be the police, you're trying to save them, your voice is sick. So please, stay off my back, or I will attack, and you don't want that.
All right. Let's see. Let me do Jersey here. Naughty by nature, everything's gonna be all right. All right, let me do that. Everything's gonna be all right.
Nurse Johnson, is the mother still in the recovery room?
Yes, Dr. Blair.
Okay, I'll go to the waiting room and inform the father.
Okay, so just a minute.
smooth it out. This is a story about the drifter who waited for the worst because the best lived Crosstown. Who never planned on having so dick. Probably, some get a little, and some get none. Some catch a bad one, and some leave the job half done. I was one who never had and always mad. Never knew my dad, motherfucker bag. When anywhere I did pick up, lipstick flipped up, simile sticker. Cause niggas had to trigger hiccup. I couldn't get a job, nappy hair was not allowed. My mother couldn't afford us, all she had to throw me out. I walked the strip, with just a clip who wanna hit. They got him quick, I had to eat this money, good as spit. I threw in braids, I wasn't paid enough. I kept them low cause I couldn't afford a haircut. I got laughed at, I got chumped, I got dissed. I got upset, I got a check in a banana clip. Was down to throw the legs at any deal attack can. I still have been broke, so a lot of could've would've did or done. If not for bad luck, I would have none. Why did I have to live a life for such a bad one? Why when I was a kid and played, I was a sad one? And always wanted to live like it was a fat one. A ghetto bastard, born next to the projects, living in the slums with one session I watch her. Do I have to be like this? The mama said I'm priceless, so why am I worthless? Starving is just for being nice kid. Sometimes I wish I could afford a pistol then though. That's not the hell I would've ended things a while ago. I ain't have jack but a black pack and knapsack. War scars, stolen cars, and a blackjack. Drop that, then now you want me to rap it, kid? Say something positive, well positive in where I live. I live right around the corner from West Hell, 2 blocks from South shit, and once in a jail cell. The sun never shone on my side of the street, see? Ain't only once or twice a week I was beat. I walked alone, my state of mind was sends me home. I couldn't keep a girl, they wanted kiss because of chrome. Something like if you ain't with Goliath, I was old. And you got more juice and dope for every bottle sold. Hell no, I say there's gotta be a better way. But hey, never gamble in a game that you can play. Phone and phone and going and on and no one and not now. How will I do it? How will I make it? I won't, that's how. Why my third year into adulthood is still a knucklehead. I'm better off dead. That's what my neighbor said. I don't do jack with fighting, lighting up the street at night. Playing hide and seek with a machete, sex with Freddy's pipe. So say I'm rolling on, nothing but a dog now. I answer that with a fuck you and a bow wow. Cause I done put through more shit within the last week than a fly blowing and doodle on a dime tree. I've been a deadbeat, dead to the world and dead wrong. Since I was born, that's my life. Oh, you don't know the song? So don't say jack. And please don't say you understand. All that man, the man talk can walk damn. If you ain't living, you couldn't feel it, so kill it, kill it. And all I talk about it won't help it out. Now will it? And no town feel like I stuck up, dropped a shot. Don't worry, got hit by a flurry and his truck has dropped. But I'm the one who has been labeled as an outcast. They teach in schools, I'm the misfit dollar outlast. But that's cool with the full smack them backwards. That's what you get for fucking with a ghetto bastard. If you ain't never been to the ghetto, don't ever come to the ghetto. Cause you wouldn't understand the ghetto. Stay the fuck out of the ghetto. Why me? Why me?
All right. Last question on R. Kelly. And I'd like to thank Native Queen, same stuff, all people that was in here. You got one more shot at a song before I go. You know, anybody got a question on R. Kelly? You want to talk about it? This is your last chance to do it, folks. I'll put the link in one more time. And that's it. Anybody got any last questions on R. Kelly? You're more than welcome to come on up here. You're more than welcome to come on up here and say what you got to say. I'd like to thank Sweet One Little Chill. Let's Get It Chill. I'm here. I'd like to thank Asia Gray, Blue Rain, my internet sis, Geek Boy CP, Zero Lightness, Black Diamond. Thank you for coming on up here. Erica Fears coming on up here in the building. James Stubb, Black Pearl in the building. Right on. Right on, right on, right on, right on. And I got something to say. All right. Anybody got any last words for R. Kelly? Just come on up here and and that's it. Anybody got any last requests? All right. So to everybody in this chat room, I'd like to thank y'all for coming on up here. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same station. So y'all have a great night. Anybody got a thumbs up for me? Thumbs up, please. Anybody have any last questions on R. Kelly? You're more than welcome to come on up here. Okay, anybody at all? Anybody got any last minute requests I can play? Let me know. Hello. Anybody got any last minute requests? Anybody got any last minute requests? You're more than welcome to come on up here. Anybody got any last minute requests? You're more than welcome to come on up here. Anybody at all? All right. Anybody got any last minute requests? If y'all don't have any last minute requests, I'm going to end this live right now. I'd like to thank y'all for coming on up here. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.